The Countess would like to see everyone down at her office.
Gray, is there a bathroom?
Yes, that way. And she points down the hall.
Thanks.
And then she runs.
Good job, Alviva.
Thank you.
Okay, are we even capable of this?
I think we're capable of it.
Listen, you were right yesterday. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
I don't mind. I fuck up a lot.
Not as much as me.
I don't know that that's true. I think you've saved my life approximately 542 times.
I think she has 300 years of fuck-ups behind her belt.
Yeah, I'm counting on my fingers.
Yes, that's not even counting, like, every time before I met you.
Mm.
But let's put it this way. That was a big fuck-up on all our parts, and it is something we can learn from and grow from. If we just sit here and are sad about it, we're not going to save anybody's life.
Sure. Yeah.
This time we know we have a sun heart, and we're gonna just burn it down as we go. We don't have to even pretend to be chill.
Also, right now, I really want to freak out, but I'm just putting that into a little box and putting it in the back of my head and saving it for the ship.
I love boxes. I love compartmentalizing.
Yes.
It's like my favorite coping mechanism.
It's
I love
very
that.
healthy, I assure you.
It's great. I've got, you know what? I'll join you. I've got all these little boxes full of how I shouldn't ever feel confident about things, because then it leads to things like this, and I'll just put that in a box for later.
Yeah.
It's a little present to myself in the future.
Oops, I drop-kicked your lack of confidence box into the sun.
Did I wake up to, like...
Already put some pants on.
Please. It is really hard to have this conversation while strategically turning my back on your ding-dong.
There are sheets. Do you have X-ray vision?
No, you have morning wood.
Oh, shit. Where are my pants?
That's why it's butt to butt.
Wynn casually steps backward with her back to Artie, squats, picks up his pants, and throws them over her shoulder just blindly.
Oh, thanks. He just gets up. He has no shame.
He can't even hide it with his hair anymore.
Perhaps we should get him a wig.
A variety.
We can try some of yours on.
I'm not letting him touch my wigs. They'd be destroyed.
That's fair. He doesn't know the first thing about wig maintenance.
No.
Zip.
Thank you.
And now we're ready.
No shirt, no shoes, just right.
We don't have the money for it, but we all should get magic weapons. So most everybody has one, I do not.
I did forget to use my magic weapon.
Yes.
I thought, which one's your magic weapon?
The one we stole.
The glaive.
Why is this a we?
You didn't stun me.
Okay.
It is true. I would like a magic bow. My swords are magic, but my bow is not.
Do you think the bank has listings of real estate and the layout of the mansion that we could possibly get?
If we don't have that, we can probably get that from. Let's be real. If the flock has been watching Torninkaza, then they probably got a pretty good layout right here.
That's probably true.
I mean, I can also, and I guess it's rude. Is there like a table nearby?
In the bedroom, there's an end table.
Cool. I take out my dagger and scratch onto the end table.
Oh, there's paper! There's paper! There's
There's
paper! No, that's so expensive. She'll probably bill us.
An exact layout of all of the rooms that we saw of the mansion and layout, and what Breadsticks saw, because I actually have on my character sheet that I can always recall the layout of features around me, and an excellent memory for maps and geography.
Dope.
So we have this.
Well, we can't really take that anywhere. Maybe we can do a rubbing.
Wynn pulls out some paper and some coal and starts doing a rubbing over it.
Did you get those from Tazita?
Maybe there's a doily somewhere. We just put it over and no one says nothing.
I mean, I could get my dagger underneath it and probably pry the top of this end table.
No,
that's worse.
Okay.
Okay, we've got that. Stakes we can only use when vampires are actually in their resting place.
Yes.
To actually kill them, because sometimes they turn into mist after you kill them, so they can stop being killed. The moving water thing was good, Artie. That was really smart for the parts that I was awake for and not dying.
Yeah, I didn't know that would work. I just thought it would slow them down.
It did, and it does, and that was good.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Vampires are dumb.
Yeah, but also deadly.
That's what they say about me.
Wow, yes. Yes, they do. Dumb but deadly. Vampires and those 8 spawn, God, there's 8 of them. Unless they're in sunlight and running water, they'll start regenerating pretty much as soon as they can. Unless they've taken damage from holy water or from radiant magic. We've got that on lockdown with Natalia. That's great. I can do some of that. I made some holy water last night. I think we still have another vial sitting around from Harena. You can throw it at them. We might also be able to coat our weapons in it. I don't know.
All right.
Should we fire a stake through a crossbow?
I love the sound of that. But again, they would need to be in their resting place in order for that to actually do anything. Otherwise, it's just like wood.
Right.
No, we got enough of that right here.
Thanks, Artie.
Hey, high five.
High five.
Yeah, I mean, do they have to be sleeping in the day? Like, if we can actually sneak in, could we just kind of crawl from coffin to coffin?
Conceivably, if we can be quiet.
I can be quiet.
Keep in mind, though, from what we found out, that pretty much everyone that works in that house is, like, mind-controlled.
Yes.
If not a vampire spawn themselves, at least a mind-control human.
So they are probably alive and awake during the daytime, at least as guards especially.
Right. I do have the ability to use Pass Without Trace for all of us, so that even the not naturally sneaky people have a bonus.
And I've got Detect Evil and Good that can at least let us know when we're within range of a den.
I mean, I can literally go invisible for an hour. Actually, and I can cast it on other people.
You know what? Let's go talk to Aguilar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And tell her about all this.
Okay, so you guys are heading down to her office?
Yes.
Okay, you guys head down to Countess Aguilar's office, open the door. Countess Aguilar, Grak, and Natalia are already there. Grak, you have been waiting here for like fully 15 minutes.
It's about time!
Fuck off, Grak!
You fuck off!
We have some incidents to deal with.
We've been waiting forever!
Don't care. Hello. How are you this morning, Countess?
Well, aside from your disrespect of my gentleman love,
Uh-huh.
I am fully prepared to take on the challenge that has newly been presented to us this morning. Countess Tornincasa isn't at the house anymore.
Huh. Do we have any idea where she is?
Yes, and that's the very unfortunate part.
Okay.
She's holed up in the arsenal.
Oh.
Oh.
Headquarters of the guard. I can only assume she's charmed the guard in the same way that she charmed the servants in the house.
Oh, wonderful.
How flammable is that one?
Not particularly.
And not a place we really want to burn down unless we want to totally burn
What about
everything
What
here.
about all the vampire spawn, all of those nobles? Are they with her?
Near as I can tell, they haven't left the house.
Is this one of those things where if you kill the head vampire, the other vampires will return to normal?
Or is it the one where you kill the head vampire and they all explode?
Well, there's
Roll
not...
Arcana. Unless you know, roll Arcana.
I can say at least there's not really much like turning people back from undead when they go undead. So that's
All
probably
right.
not it.
Didn't we also read a book about vampires?
Yeah,
once?
that's
Is that
the thing.
enough to have advantage?
Yeah, can I roll with advantage since I read that book?
You can roll with advantage because you read that book.
Great. That's a 14.
Okay. near as you can remember, something happens when you kill the vampire that made a bunch of other vampires. You don't think they die, though, or become not vampires.
Well, okay, well, I don't have the book on me. I don't want to, like, waste a slot asking Dewey to read it to me or something. I don't even know if I can even, like, send to Dewey. Anyway,
You got a 3rd level spell slot to find out?
I mean, I've got a Pearl of Power.
She's got the power.
I can ask if it's integral to us knowing, but Tornincasa is the major threat here, and I think everything else we can worry about later.
I agree with that. So I have a question, Countess. This is going to be disgusting for those of us who have to do it, but would it, by chance, have access to the sewers beneath it that we could sneak through and perhaps avoid most of the guard?
There's a storm sewer that runs through most of the city, including under the arsenal. There is a possible passage from that storm sewer into the arsenal, but I don't think it leads into the basement of the headquarters itself. It leads to an outbuilding.
Would Grak know?
Does Grak have an intimate knowledge of all sewers?
Would Grak know, Kate? Does Grak have an intimate knowledge of all sewers?
Grak
Because he's a garbage penguin?
Grak roll intelligence, not a saving throw, a check.
All right. I get it. I'm bad at...
History would also be acceptable.
Oh!
No!
18!
I got the... No, that's the wrong voice.
I got an 18.
Grak announces to the room apropos of nothing.
No, it's just in case I speak.
I just gotta check whether that roll holds or whether I need to subtract his proficiency
Oh, that was
bonus.
a save, not a check.
Damn it!
Yeah, if it doesn't make a difference if he's not proficient in intelligence saves.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
He's not.
He's a warlock, so he shouldn't be.
He's not a proficient in intelligence saves.
None
that
of
18
us are
holds.
smart here.
No.
The 18 plays. Grak, you know that the storm sewers. That there is a way through the storm sewers to underneath the arsenal. It leads. There is actually a secret door that leads into the basement of the armory. However, the armory is an outbuilding aside from the main barracks of the arsenal, but you can use that to get within the walls. However, you also know that the arsenal is patrolled this time of day, so getting from the armory to the barracks if necessary, or even getting from the armory to anywhere else in the arsenal is going to require some very, very sneaky maneuvers, unless you wait for nightfall.
He says that. In a Grak voice.
So that's our way in.
Aguilar, what do you have? And what do you have? It sounds like you've been doing some recon.
Well, I do know a couple of things. One, as I mentioned, Countess Tornincasa is no longer at the house. She's holed up in the arsenal. However, her captain, Captain Segretti, is not in the arsenal. She has moved to prepare her ship Breathless Vigor for departure.
Aha. Probably to get Tornincasa there. Alright, so we do need to move during the day. We don't exactly have a lot of time. About the arsenal, the guards there, would they be summoned away if something disastrous happens within their area?
Like a spicy tuba.
fire?
Like a fire?
Like a spicy tuba or a house fire, yes.
No, we have a fire department.
Another problem is that a lot of these buildings are made of brick and limestone.
Yeah, not only that, but if you set a fire in the city, there is a solid chance that the rest of the city will also be on fire very shortly.
That's fair.
I mean, how much, like, we have, there's a couple of you fancy people. Like, is there an opportunity to try and rally the city to the idea that there's vampire shit going on?
We'd be working up a hill, basically.
We have one councilwoman left alive.
One councilman. You've got Aguilar and you've got Count Oriana. You've got 2 members of the Council of 6.
What are they councils of? What are they in charge of? What do they do?
You never found out.
Yeah, I'm asking right now to Count Aguilar.
We are functionally the deciding body of the municipal government of the city.
What authority does that give you?
We pass laws, the bureaucracy enforces them.
Are you a public figure?
To a certain degree, yes.
how much could you stir up the public by, like, maybe, a heartfelt, weepy freakout about watching your fellow council members get eaten by vampires? I feel like people could get pretty behind at least being freaked out by that in a way that maybe they would ask for, like, the guard to do something about it.
Here's another problem, though. If she brings them back, then if she makes them vampire spawn, which it sounded like that was probably her plan, they're just gonna look like normal people to everyone else until they start eating folks.
There's also the problem that if you charm someone, even if someone were to come up to them, speaking from the experience of doing this
and
myself,
being charmed a lot,
and being charmed a lot, if someone were to walk up to you and be like, "This person's a vampire, we should murder them," I would instantly tell you to go fuck yourself and try to stab you.
I will also point out that my public image up to this point would not lend much credence to a weekly public show of devastation over the deaths of my fellow counselors.
Did you track what happened to that elven admiral?
Yes, he left the planet within the hour.
Motherfucker.
Completely left the planet, as in he's on that butterfly ship? Or has that ship left orbit?
Well, he was back on board the Armada within the hour, and then the Armada promptly left orbit.
Shit.
They're gone.
Will you stop it?
Breadsticks.
I'm sorry.
Down.
No, not you, sorry. Breadsticks just keeps pawing at my foot.
She hasn't had any. Do you have, like, some sausages? Some small mice? Do you have mice problem?
Do you have mice problem?
Do you have mice problem?
We fix.
If you send her to the pantry, she'll probably find something to eat.
Okay, Breadsticks, go have a snack.
Breadsticks chirps and happily wings off towards the pantry.
Okay, then that's not an avenue we can pursue.
Okay.
What's the sort of things that will summon the guards? I assume criminal acts.
If you want to summon the guards en masse, that would have to, honestly, be an invasion of the city.
Ah.
Look, right now, the thing that sounds the least defensible is the ship. And honestly, Torninkaza is a real big fucking threat. But that wizard, whether she's charmed or not, she might be even worse, because first off, she can counterspell. Second, she's protecting someone she loves.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, divide and conquer, right?
Right.
Take out this second in command, take out their escape route.
Yeah.
Get practice with killing one, maybe, vampire.
That is a good point. Let's go take care of the ship first. I don't know how we're going to get on it.
Besides going down to the docks and attempting a board?
Yes.
Could the captain maybe help?
I don't know that the captain could help without necessarily turning the ship's guns on it, and I'm pretty sure that's probably against many laws. We're already going against the law, but at least it's us and not the ship, you know.
Well, we're not pirates yet.
Yet.
I don't know what lockpicking the entrance to a ship looks like, but I will make an attempt.
I think it's time for us to board and take over a new ship.
Well, hold on. Let's
That sounds like something pirates would say.
let's set our goals a little smaller. Let's say solve the wizard problem.
Jill,
Yes.
do you have any small diamonds on you?
Why?
On the off chance that this captain is charmed, could you use your spell to decharm her?
You're gonna make me look at my fucking spellbook. 1 second.
It's the level 5 greater restoration. It breaks charms.
I mean, do you want me to use my single 5th level spell slot?
I mean, if she is charmed, which we don't know, that is the problem. If she is charmed and you break it, she'll probably be very angry at who charmed her.
Again.
And having a massively powerful wizard on her side would be wonderful. But again, that is like 5 ifs in a row.
Wait, is this the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the girlfriend.
Do we even know she's charmed?
No, we do not. That is the problem.
Is there a way to tell?
There is a way to tell, but that also involves a spell that I don't believe any of us have.
Maybe. But I at least want to go see what this fucking ship looks like. I want to see what we're up against with this.
Okay.
All right.
Can we just walk and talk.
Here's the thing, if people see all of us, if people see us walking along the dock, especially her people, they're probably going to know what we're planning, so perhaps it should be Team Stealth that goes.
Oh no, you're gonna split the party.
I don't think we should split the party.
I could at least pass without trace all of us so that
That would
maybe
probably
we
be
can
good.
all have a chance of being Team Stealth.
I mean, you've given us so many quests. We might have to split the party.
Oh, I did this to myself.
Well, what are our other quests, though, at this point?
I mean, all of them involve possibly fighting powerful baddies,
Yeah.
so I don't like the idea of us doing another fight at anything other than full strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still need a magical weapon before we fight any sort of...
You do have Mom.
I have Mom. Mom is not my stronger weapon. A magical rapier would be nice. Rapier, I say. What the fuck is that?
Does Torankaza
Sure.
have one? Rapiers
Rap
seem
battles.
like they would be around her big fancy house.
Do you have a magical rapier I could borrow for, like, the next 48 hours?
So I don't, but I did give Grak as an anniversary present a enchanted rapier.
Grak, could I borrow your enchanted rapier for 48 hours, so long as I promise to return it in pristine condition? You can trust your old pal, Cacophony.
Yeah, that's true. I can't trust my old pal Cacophony.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure, why not?
thank you.
It's not like I use it.
All right.
Juliana rolls her eyes very loudly.
How does she do that?
He takes it out of his fanny pack. He just digs around in there. His arm goes further than you'd think it would.
Thank you, Grak.
Okay. Cacophony, you have a +1 rapier.
Excellent. Now I'll be able to properly stab vampires. And wizards, I suppose. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you, character sheet.
Roll 20.
I'm gonna briefly disappear as I refresh.
Oh no, another ring.
Yeah, the enchanted sword is also cursed. I hate to break it to you guys. It was a trap.
It was a trap! It was secretly a rug.
Hello.
So it was cursed, huh?
Yeah, it was a cursed rapier, yeah.
Any kind of specific curse, or can't de-equip it curse?
Can't de-equip it.
Anyway, that's fine. I can take care of that later.
Oh, by the way, as you take the sword, it says on the blade in the flowing engraved script, "To my beloved Grak."
Oh, this is so sweet. This is a wonderful gift, Countess.
Thank you.
All right, let's do this.
So, to be clear, which ones of us are going to this ship?
All of us, I think.
I don't particularly like the idea of leaving.
That was the Countess. No, it's fine. I mean, our group, I think.
I don't particularly like the idea of leaving the house undefended. I would prefer that either Grak or I stay behind.
You and Grak can both stay.
If you're sure.
She looks to
Powerful
Jill.
wizard. Powerful wizard.
That's fair.
I am a powerful wizard, but, yeah, I'm not leaving my lady love.
You're a warlock. I wasn't talking about you.
You don't know what I am.
I can make some educated guesses.
Natalia raises her hand. I can come with too. And
All right.
I don't think they'll need me around the house.
Okay, so...
They start looking into each other's eyes.
Oh no, we won't need you around the house.
No, dear. Go have fun with your friends. They're still gazing into each other's eyes. It's very uncomfortable.
Let's leave. I'm done with
Let's
this
just
house.
start leaving. If one of them comes along, fine.
Can we go get Mr. Hurst?
No, I really do not. Mr. Hurst is the powerhouse that keeps our ship safe.
All right.
He can headbutt a zombie. He can headbutt a vampire. He can shoot things point blank with his big gun.
All right.
We probably should, if we are going down by the dock, stop by the ship to check in and say that we are alive so I don't have to spend a 3rd level slot doing that.
Okay. How high of a wizard is Kara?
Kara's not a wizard.
Oh, I always think she's a wizard. Why do I always think she's a
I don't
wizard?
know how many times I've told you that Kara's not a wizard.
None high. I always think I'm an elf, so.
That's right.
To be fair, a lot of your backstory is at cross purposes.
It feels like a very elven, or at least half-elven backstory. And every now and then I just check my ears and it's like, oh, nope.
Are they pointy now? No, they're not.
Nope. All right. Pass Without Trace lasts an hour.
Let's go stop by our ship first, I
Yes,
think, and
yeah,
then we
'cause
can
that
hit
will
Pass
look
Without
pretty
Trace from
normal.
there.
Okay.
So let's head down to the docks and to the Kestrel,
Loaded to
I
bear
guess.
with fucking steaks and holy water.
We've got pockets.
All right, so you guys heading down to the docks. You're stealthing there?
I mean, we're probably trying to blend into the crowd, in a manner of speaking.
I was just going to look normal heading to our ship because it makes sense if we're going to our ship.
I'd say let's do some light stealthing in terms of blending in.
Just blending with the giant crowd sounds fine.
Right.
Okay. So everybody roll stealth?
14. Did not roll well.
22.
16.
6.
That's right, you're back in your armor.
Jill.
Look, I'm gonna trail behind anyway because, there is no way you can get me to move quickly in these crowds.
I wonder if when we actually need to sneak, instead of a general Pass Without Trace, I should just cast invisibility on you.
I go cling, 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 clong. In fact, I don't even, there's probably, some chain under there, but it's plate now, so it's, scrape, 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 scrape.
It's still a bit clanky, because there's there's some chainmail underneath the plate.
Exactly.
So there's a jingle.
But it's not as all-encompassing a jingle jangle.
Yes. Okay, so you guys managed to make it back to your ship. From the sounds of it, fairly unnoticed. A couple of people turn to look at Jill when they hear the jingle jangle, but nobody seems to particularly care once they see her.
Jill kind of scowls at them, but she's trying to scowl, but there's also a wide crowd panic behind her eyes, so she just kind of looks a little deranged.
All right, you guys make it back to the Kestrel. When you get to the deck, that you see Mr. Hurst trying and failing to surreptitiously hold his gun. He's trying to make it seem like he doesn't have the gun hiding below, the banister of the ship, but also he definitely has his gun.
Hi, Mr. Hurst.
Hello, Mr. Hurst.
Hi, Mr. Hurst.
Hi, are you guys okay?
No.
Mentally, no, but we'll deal with it.
I'm fine.
Archie's fine.
Is the captain in?
Yeah, she's down in her quarters.
Always love
Okay.
to see you with your big guns, Mr. Hurst.
Thanks. I can't tell if you're flirting with me.
It's okay. No one can.
All right, let's go see the captain.
Okay.
Any signs of vampires, Mr. Hurst? Any sign of someone trying to get on the ship? Anyone looking wearing a lot of black?
You see any goths this morning?
I mean, the city this size, there's always going to be a few goths. I haven't seen any higher than the usual amount of goths.
Sounds right.
Good.
So you guys going down below decks or what?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. You guys head below decks. Alviva, what's your AC?
Oh.
Why did you
It
just roll,
is-
kid? What did you just roll for?
16.
Okay. You manage to dodge as Finn comes at you with his great big wooden grandma spoon. He looks a little scared of you.
Finn!
The fuck did I do?
He starts signing frantically. Are you mind controlled by vampires?
No!
Wynn quickly signs back with a no,
Finn still looks a little nervous, but he's
and then
clutching the
she
spoon.
signs, "We're coming to talk to the captain before we probably pirate another ship of the vampire's girlfriend,
good
so
are
we
you
can
at
try to stop
signing
the
at this
vampire."
Oh, it's going.
It's going very bad, and there's a lot of alphabetical spelling.
Yeah, Cacophony's, this process is a little stumbling. You're not sure you're getting everything. You don't know the words for half of what it is you're trying to say. But
Is there garlic in the kitchen? Is there garlic in the kitchen?
Finn currently has a string of garlic around his neck.
I'm just gonna grab it and bite it, and then be like, ugh, fuck.
Jillian is going to pull out the vial of holy water she keeps around her neck, uncork it, and kind of just dip a finger in there and hold it up.
Finn squints at all of you and then finally nods and goes back to the galley.
And then Wynn turns and just heads straight to the captain's quarters and knocks.
Okay. The door opens almost immediately after your knock, and the captain squints at all of you.
We are not vampire charmed.
Are you sure?
1000%. I hate every vampire and want to murder them.
Holy water dab.
She dabs
Just
her
kinda
fingers
gonna-
on the
Just
holy
gonna dab everybody on the forehead.
I refuse to dab. You can't make me do it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Would that do something if you were just charmed and not like vampires?
I don't know. What do you want?
What do you want?
I don't give in to peer pressure.
We've been locking down the entire, like, everyone's really nervous and locked in their rooms or on the bridge. We've been getting ready to leave.
I know. That's why we're here to talk.
Okay, so talk.
All right, well, just sort of like slowly fill her in on all the shit that we've talked about and everything that happened last night in a bit more detail, and the fact that we are about to, like, that we are going to try to do something about the ship and,
The wizard who is the
Segretti?
girlfriend of the main vampire.
Segretti.
Yeah, Segretti.
Okay, so wait, you're going to steal this person's ship?
No, we don't necessarily need to steal it. I just keep saying that because it sounds better than get on there and probably murder the wizard.
Okay.
we need to deal with the wizard problem.
Yes.
We wanted you to know that we're all alive. And, you know, physically okay.
You will look physically okay, if a bit beat up.
Yeah, it's been a long day since
Okay.
yesterday.
I shouldn't look beat up.
Well, yeah, Artie looks glorious, but
Will the ship be alright if we get on this other ship? Will people turn it on you?
what?
Well, they
Like-
don't know that we're...
If they figure out that we're Kestrel crew and they find out that we've gotten on another ship and we do have to murder the wizard captain, will anything fall back on the Kestrel?
I mean, if you are visibly, blatantly members of my crew and then you go off and murder somebody, then when you come back here, I would be expected to turn you over to the authorities.
Alright.
Can you not do that?
Hold on. Do you know what this ship looks like?
What is it, Breathless something?
The Breathless Vigor.
I did not see it when we flew in.
I mean, there were a lot of ships when we flew in.
Yeah, there's not seeing it doesn't mean it's not here. It just means I didn't see it.
It's our best plan.
I will disguise myself and get something like I have a delivery, maybe. Like I can disguise myself as one of those people to deliver things and ask if anybody's seen the Breathless Vigor.
Sure.
Disguise yourself as a sexy FedEx delivery
Basically,
person.
yes. I'll be
Yeah.
right back. She heads off to her and Alviva's room.
With the short shorts and everything. Like
Yeah, sexy khakis.
the lady version of the legally blonde UPS delivery guy. And Jill will pass out the, no. I'm going to pass out the vials of holy water I have. Just like, all right, hold on to these. Don't know if we're going to have any vampires yet. But, you know, before we end up doing something with a vampire, maybe like coat some of your arrows or your
Alright.
shit. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, and I'll make sure everyone has some steaks. The wooden kind.
What will happen if I drink it? Is it gonna make me, like, super awesome and, like...
No, you'll just waste 25 gold in an hour of my time.
I do that all the time, though.
You don't usually waste my money.
I waste my money.
You don't waste my... Please just don't drink it as a favor to me.
What if you drink enough of it and it means that your blood becomes holy, and then if the vampire bites you,
Yes!
then they
What
explode?
if they bite me then? And then they're like, ugh, and I'm like, oh no, my neck, my beautiful supple neck.
Okay, well, usually there's a thing where as long as it's like at least over 50% holy water, it makes the rest of it holy water, so you can kind of stretch it out a little, but that takes some time, and
So if I'm 50% holy water,
please don't.
Wouldn't a vampire explode if they bit you, Jill, because you're holy?
That's not really how it works. And, you know, I am resistant to that kind of damage, so it would do less to me, but it would still kill me.
Wynn comes back. Doesn't look like Wynn or even really an elf anymore. Just looks like a very exhausted UPS driver, basically. And she's got a little package under her arm.
not even
I'll
a
say.
sexy UPS.
Just a UPS driver.
Why do you have a reference? We all know what a UPS driver looks like.
Wait, I want to see this. Continue.
It's just a lady in coveralls.
You
Just a
don't need
lady
reference
girl.
art for a UPS driver.
I
She
need
doesn't
reference
look
art for everything.
exhausted.
Well, just imagine there are bags under her eyes.
Okay, so you're gonna go do some recon.
I'm gonna go do some recon. I'll be back. And she turns to head out.
I'd like to follow and just be sneaky. I don't want anyone to go alone.
That sounds like a good idea.
So Wynn heads out. Wynn is going to first sneak as if she's coming from the market district, so it looks like she's coming from like a real place. And then as she walks onto the deck, she's looking at this package and kind of looks around exhaustedly. And she stops some deckhand. She goes, I got a thing here for the Breathless Vigor. Do you know where it's at?
The deck of the ship or down on the docks?
The docks? Oh, I mean,
Okay.
she comes. Oh, sorry. Yes, she comes on the docks. I didn't understand your question for a moment. I thought you were responding to mine.
You said deck. You said deck, and I was like,
sorry, I mean the
Mr.
docks.
Hurst is not going to be able to help you here.
No.
Okay,
No.
so you're down in the crowd on the docks, and you're just asking the crowd in general.
Yeah, there's probably like dock workers and stuff who I feel like probably work the docks.
Yeah. Okay. Roll investigation.
Alviva got a 16 for stealth. She's basically just like at a distance, pretending to just be kind of doing her own shit, but keeping an eye on things.
Okay.
11 on the investigation.
Okay. It takes a bit of asking around for a few minutes.
That's fine.
But eventually,
as the more that she asks, the more exhausted she sounds, which sounds appropriate, really.
yeah. So you get
for the
pretty
record,
far down.
I got a 24 on my disguise kit just for the
Yes, I
audience's
saw.
sake. I was letting the audience know.
Nobody doubts for a second that you're a delivery person. It takes a little bit of asking around until finally one of the dock workers manages to point you in the right direction.
Thank the gods.
It's over on the fancy marina side of the docks, as opposed to the scrap wood held together with barrels side of the docks.
Got it. And then in that case, she kind of heads that way to get away from the dock worker and out of sight. And then she will start like actively sneaking so she can kind of see where it is.
All right, roll stealth.
You got it. 24.
Okay. You get into the fancier marina part of the docks. Looking around, you do spot the name Breathless Vigor on the side of a great big wooden spell jamming ship that looks like a snake.
Oh, lovely. After she looks it over, she turns and she sneaks her way back towards the actual kestrel. Well, before I go, does it look like there are any guards, like, guarding the gangplank? Is that the word?
Gangway.
Yes, you will notice that there are crew members all over the ship.
Yeah, moving about, doing their thing.
Yes.
Okay, then she heads back to the kestrel. And she'll dump the random box she made, like she actually delivered it, and just stroll back like a UPS driver.
Okay. You and Alviva head back to the kestrel?
Yeah, and then once on the kestrel, she walks in, and she will pass on this information. It's down on the fancy area. It's shaped like a snake. Breathless Vigor and crew are all over it.
All right, snake ship. Does that sound familiar to the captain?
It's probably a Viper ship.
Which means?
Not any particular, like, special specs. It's usually like a pleasure vessel for rich people.
The pleasure snake. Love it.
Already know.
Yeah, usually like a yacht situation.
Okay, where's the helm there?
The helm of one of those? Let me think. And then she's gonna roll.
I would guess in the snake head. They seem like the kind of extra that it would have to be in the snake's head.
I mean, probably, but space is really stupid. It doesn't hurt to check.
I believe it's on the, like, lower deck, but not the cargo deck, like one level down, towards the fore of the vessel.
So the head.
Yeah.
Okay, so how the fuck do we get on there?
I mean, with the guards, like, I think that, with invisibility especially, one of us could probably get in, but I don't know if all of us could sneak on board without alerting the crew. Like, that's pretty unlikely. If we wanted to send one person in, but then to do what? Assassinate the wizard?
Well,
Can you sabotage a ship from the inside in a way that's like, hey, everybody get the hell out of here? Again, I know I keep proposing this plan, but I did note it was a wooden ship. So you know where I'm going to go with this.
I'm not unopposed to completely torching their only means of escape, but I feel really shitty saying this. That would be a good hostage situation is the thing.
It would be.
And I don't know, maybe we can talk her into, like, helping us kill her girlfriend.
Oof. More appropriately, I think we can perhaps help her see that maybe her girlfriend hasn't been the best girlfriend lately.
Yeah.
Because vampires aren't exactly known for being loving and affectionate, more obsessive and assholes.
Not to mention, Torninkaz has got a sire somewhere. If that's on this planet, then that's another thing we need to worry about.
Yes.
And Captain Segretti is going to be our best bet for that.
Yeah.
Do you think that she would be amenable enough that if someone snuck in and basically left a message kind of basically in front of her on her desk of like, meet us at this location, we know shit about your girlfriend.
I don't know.
Would she buy that?
What if we send bad assassins with a note to meet at a secondary location?
Nah, brother.
Gem Jammer is performed by Lexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of this show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse.
Good lord.
Was that a cat?
Yeah, that was a double cat fight.
Oh my god, there's another pseudo-dragon in the pantry.